Alrighty then, round one of this league, playing Mono Blue Delver. It seems like a nice, easy start to the league. We have a turn 1 Delver. Hopefully we can turn to Spellstutter Sprite something. We have 3 lands, which is quite a high number for a 15 land deck to have in its opening hand. But we have a Gush as well to make up for it. And, you know, hopefully days will be good. Affinity. Well, I don't think I want to Daze Achromatic Star. Like, there are occasions where, you know, you want to Daze things like this, but I don't think turn 1 is the best spot, especially when we've got Spellstutter Sprite. Man, basically getting flooded over here. 4 lands. Oof. That's okay though, we have some time. Like, if they crack this for a red... Dazing that is, I think, is a good idea, since we just want to hold the fort a little bit until we can actually get more action going on. That is almost certainly going to turn into 2 cards, since we can't counter an Atog at the moment anyway. Since, you know, if they did have an Atog next turn, they'll probably have a 3rd land to play for the days. So, that's fine. Could really do with this flipping. If it doesn't flip, like if we hit another couple of lands, I think we're in quite a lot of trouble. Yeesh. Well, suddenly from what looks like a decent opening hand to a pretty bad one. I don't think I quite want to fire off Gush just yet. I might if I get to Spellstutter Sprite something, or if they play something I just can't ever beat. I might want to try and dig for a counterspell. I will happily Spellstutter Sprite, you know, any 1 mana artifact if I'm allowed to. Oh, okay, so they're obviously thinking I do have actual counterspell here instead of, you know, blanks. Which is fine, I'm very happy for them to think that. Gosh. This is not going so well. That's okay, we're not out of it or anything. We're just concerned about how things are going. You know, it's entirely possible that they do have, say, a Galvanic Blast or something. So I kind of want to keep Spellstutter Sprite open at all times at this point. Mirror Enforcer. So I'm gonna go ahead and Gush now, hoping to hit a counterspell, because Mirror Enforcer will be quite tough to beat if it just resolves without incident. Well. So if I Vapor Snag it back to their hand, they can't replay it this turn, theoretically. Because the problem if I wait until end step to do it, then I'm gonna not have Spellstutter Sprite available for, you know, protecting my creature for a Galvanic Blast. And I think things are going poorly enough that I can't play around them having another land into playing it again. I mean, obviously, if they do have Galvanic Blast, it's going to be, you know, fairly rough on us anyway, since we kind of want to do something with this ninja. But I think that if this flips, they might be induced to Galvanic Blast me. And by me, I mean Insectile Aberration. So we're definitely the beatdown in this game, since we're so low on action. The longer the game goes on, almost certainly they're going to have a bunch more 4/4s and things in their hand. And I think they do have Galvanic Blast there. It seemed like there was a pause to indicate that they were considering blasting it, and then it seemed like they maybe wanted to wait in case I did Ninja. Oh, I think I want to shuffle these. 2 lands is too many. Well, there's another one. Things are looking rough. Ichor Wellspring, okay. It probably means they're gonna slap out the Mirror Enforcer now. Wouldn't it be great if this could counter this for only casting 1? Unfortunately, it does not work like that. So I'm in-stepping this so I can get in with the Ninja with the Spellstutter Sprite. I don't think I can afford to double Ninja though, since I really need Insectile Aberration punching the opponent as much as possible. And the possibility that it might take too long to come back online is too much of a risk, I think. Vapor Snag is appealing. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Hold up some stuff. Yeah, that has to resolve. Can't do anything about that. So if the opponent attacks with both creatures, then we might have a chance to Vapor Snag the Forger out the way and hit them with the Ninja again. I'm still not going to cast Vapor Snag on my instep though, because then the Spell Stutter shields will be down for Galvanic Blast. An Atog. Well, let's see. So so it's obviously going to resolve. But if we were to flash in the Spellstutter Sprite, then I get to Ninja in Depowers, another Depowers, and have a blocker back, I guess. It also opens up the possibility to having double Vapor Snag if I just draw another one, because then I would be able to attack in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then kill them with the second Vapor Snag. So I'm gonna give this a shot. Give herself the out to drawing a Vapor Snag. That is not a Vapor Snag, but that's fine. Can't ask for everything. Now there's the possibility that I should be just Vapor Snagging this Atog during my turn, just to make sure that they don't. So let's say if I Vapor Snag it next turn, they can sacrifice all their permanents and fling it at me for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 tons. So I think I probably want to Vapor Snag this, and it increases my chances of being able to daze something. Ponder. Well, as mentioned, I really want to Vapor Snag this now to play around Fling a little bit. And this way I get to hold up Spell Stutter and Daze. It's weird, it feels to me like my Magical Link's going a bit slower since the most recent update. I can't tell for sure if that's the case, but it certainly feels like there's a delay on everything I'm doing. I don't know, maybe I should restart my Magic Online. I'm gonna let that one resolve. Still, I expect there to be at least one Galvanic Blast in her hand by now. So all I need to do here is chump block. I mean, I don't strictly speaking need to chump block, I think, since they've played a land for the turn. And like, if they have a Galvanic Blast to kill me, then it's just the same as the Galvanic Blast on the Aberration. So I'm trying to think if there's any way that it makes a difference being on 8 life as opposed to 4 life, because then the Spell Stutter and the Dazes are countering the same things. I guess there could theoretically be some card that I'm not thinking of. I can't think of what it could be, but when you're faced with, you know, certainly killing your opponent, just make sure you don't get yourself blown out somehow. I didn't even know about the Spell Stutter Sprite in my hand. Hooray! So I'm gonna go restart Magic Online right now.
So I'm gonna go restart Magic Online right now.